Well, welcome everyone to today's premiere of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. My name is Eric Smalls, and I'm proprietor of the Wasteland Theatre Company. Our production tonight is the first time A Midsummer Night's Dream has been performed since the nuclear apocalypse. In fact, the students at Watauga High School had planned a performance of the same, including my own daughter. Of course, we know the history. The Watauga Uprising and the bombs have fallen, and the nuclear fallout that engulfed our world entire. But today, friends, we have a play. And our production tonight will actually benefit children in need today in the real world. Tonight we are asking for donations to an important charity here in the Wasteland. Well, the fallout made many of us lose hope. Tonight is all about Fallout 4 hope. Your donations tonight will go towards the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. This will help kids today. And what is more hopeful than that? I encourage you to donate generously throughout our performance tonight. The information will be posted in your chat on your Pip Boys throughout the play. Now, A Midsummer Night's Dream, we thought, had been lost to the ashes of time. But our theater company discovered the scripts lying about in the ruins of Watauga High School, and we have made adaptations to fit the world we live in today. I thank our producers, the Fallout 5.0 responders, for all of their work and encouragement, and of course to our entire cast and crew for their hard work leading up to this point. And of course I thank our audience, both tuning in on the Pip-Boy and here in our wonderful theater. I hope you will enjoy our performance. So without further ado, I give you all Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks, how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword and won thy love, doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Well, happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath consent to marry her. Now, stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious duke, this man hath stole the heart of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her poems and interchanged love token with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious duke, be it so, she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of these free states. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as God. He has all the power, and you have none. Besides, I know not what your problem here is. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but your father demands you marry the other.
I would my father looking but with my eyes.
Rather, your eyes must see things as your father sees them.
But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I would refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men, or the lonely servant to altar of the Mothman.
Then I will die if these are my choices, but I will never consent to marry a man that I love not.
Take time to pause, and 4 days from now, the same day I marry my sweet Hippolyta, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Why not marry him?
Well, scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine by love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved by beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll swear it to his head, made love to Netter's daughter Helena. He won Helena's heart, and sweet lady loves, devoutly loves, and dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and fickle man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But, being overfull of my upcoming marriage, my mind did lose it. But, Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus. You shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look to arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else that law of these free states yields you up which by no means we may extenuate to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love. Demetrius and Aegeus, come along. I have marriage plans to arrange, and you must help me with the arrangements.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well between them from the tempest of my eyes.
The course of true love never did run smoother. A good persuasion, therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Free State's territory her house is remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Free State's law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the mire, a league without the town, there I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by all the vows that ever men broke, and ever more numbered than women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Oh, look! Here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your beauty, oh happy beauty. Your eyes are stars to him, and your voice he adores. Oh, if only I had your face, your voice, your charms, then Demetrius would love me, and not you. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayer could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
And the more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is in no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine?
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will escape this place.
Helena, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when darkness comes through Free State's gates, we have devised to run away!
And in the mire there often you and I, upon faint primrose breads lie. There my Lysander and myself will meet, and thence from Free State's territory turn away our eyes and seek new and friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Play thou for us, and good luck grant thee, Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from love until tomorrow's deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena? Adieu. As you love him, may Demetrius dote on you.
How happy does Hermia seem to be. Throughout the Free States, I am thought to be as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I err, admiring of his qualities. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and now eyes figure unheedy haste. Before Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. But when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go, tell them of fair Hermia's flight, then to the mire will he tomorrow night pursue her, and I will go, pursuing him. I will betray my friend Hermia, because I have no choice. My love for Demetrius is so strong, it makes me weak. And in the mire, my true love will I seek.
Well, is all our company here?
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Oh, very well. Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Appalachia to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day. At night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to the point.
Well, Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
All right, line up, and answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name the part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
Well, he's a lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
Oh, that will ask some tears in a true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure.
All right, next up is Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Well, Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is this Thisbe? A wandering knight?
Oh, it is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith. Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Oh, that's all one. You shall play it in a mask. And you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe, Thisbe, oh, Pyramus, lover dear, now Thisbe dear, lady dear.
Oh, no. You must play Pyramus. And Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
All right, Robin Stavelin the tailor.
Oh, here, Peter Quince.
Robin Stavelin, you must play Thisbe's mother. Now, Tom Snout the tinker. Where's Tom Snout? Not present. Very well. He will play Pyramus's father, and myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the Deathclaw's pot. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the Deathclaw's part written? Pray you, if it be, can you give it me, for I am slow of study.
Well, you may do it extempore, for it is nothing but a roaring.
Oh, let me play the Deathclaw too. I will roar. I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar. That will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
Oh my, and you shall do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. That were enough to hang us all.
I grant you, friends, if that should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. Oh, but I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar as gently as a suckling dove. I will roar you an each were a nightingale.
Well, you can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, well, what you will.
Well, I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, oh, your purple and grain beard.
Well, masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to know them by tomorrow night. And meet me in the mire, a mile without the town, by moonlight, and there we will rehearse.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough, hold your cut bowstrings.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale,
I do wander everywhere in the wasteland, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the Mothman Queen to dew her orbs upon the green.
The king does keep his party here tonight. Take heed, the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from the settlers. And jealous Oberon would have the child to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the love boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all of her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, but they do square, and all their elves for creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish cultist sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frightens the maidens of the settlers, those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck, till you do their work and they shall have good luck? Are you not he?
Thou speakest all right. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. But make room, cultist. Here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Cultist, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from our Mothman's sanctuary. Why art thou here? Come from the furthest steep of the mire to see your mistress Hippolyta, who the Theseus must be wedded? And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are jealousies of forgery.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little settler boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The Mothman's sanctuary buys not the child of me. His mother was a Voltairess of my order, and for her sake do I rear up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within the mire intend you stay?
Perchance, till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlit revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy Mothman kingdom. Fairies away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. If I fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once, The juice of it will make man or woman fall madly in love with the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou again.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in about 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep and prick her with the syringer. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight with a disease cure, I'll make her render up the boy to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slayeth, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this mire, and here I am, unhappy in this mire, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or, rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, the more I will fawn on you. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourselves into the hand of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night, and to the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in the night, nor doth this mire lack worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world. And how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the marsh, and leave thee to the mercy of mirelurks and fog crawlers.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, yet I will follow you.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or, if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the mire.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. Oh, I'll follow thee, and make heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Hast thou the flower there, whose juice produces love? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, here it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild blood leaf blows, where glowing fungus and the nodding snaptail grows. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, and with the juice of this I'll use the syringer, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet free state's lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Use your syringer upon him. but do it when the next thing that he espies may be that same lady. Thou shalt know the man by the free state's garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me before the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Clamorous owlet, that nightly hoots and wanders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it mutant or scorched or yao guai, feral ghoul or mole rat with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest. It is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Oh, fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak truth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both, one heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean, that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side, no bedroom me deny for lying so. Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrewed my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off, in human modesty. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I. And then, in life, when I end loyalty, here's my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the mire I have gone, but three state man found I none, on whose eyes I might approve the syringe's force and stirring love. Night in silence. Who is here? Weeds of a free state he doth wear, and this is he, my master said, despise the free state's maid. In here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dark and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she does not lie near this lackloft, this gill curtsy. Churl, upon thee I throw the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat upon thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me.
I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am ugly as a behemoth. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel though Demetrius do, as a monster fly my presence this. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eyes? But who is here? Lysander on the ground. Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you love, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What, though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but you, Helena, I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season, so I, being young, till now, ripe not to reason. And, touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I overlook love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? That you must flout my insufficiency? Good angry troth, you do me wrong. Good angry sooth, you do in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare ye well, perforce I must confess. I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man can refuse, should another therefore be abused?
She sees not Hermia? Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near, for as a surfeit of the sweetest things the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. And all my powers address your love and might to honor Helena and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What? Removed? Lysander, Lord, what? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I will find immediately.
Pat.
Are we all met?
Yes, Pat. Hey, here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
That's a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the Deathclaw?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, God shield us, a Deathclaw among ladies is most dreadful thing. More fearful wild fowl than your Deathclaw living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a Deathclaw.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the Deathclaw's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying this or to some effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would with you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a Deathclaw, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. And there indeed let him name his name and tell him he is plainly Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is 2 hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For, Pyramus and Thisbe, they meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look into the almanac! Find out moonshine! Find out moonshine!
All right. Here we go. The almanac says, yes, it doth shine that night.
Why, then you may leave a casement of the great chamber window open, and where we play, and then the moon may shine in the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a glowing pip-boy, like so, and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there's another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through a chink in the wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What you say, Bottom?
Some man or other must present a wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam, and put on some rough cast about him to signify a wall, and let him hold his fingers Let's see, like, perhaps like, like thus, yes, like thus. And through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper, haha.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break. And so, everyone, according to his cue.
What hamping homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the cultist queen? What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors sweet.
No. Odors. Odors.
Right. Odors savors sweet. So hath breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry you must. For you must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, O color like the red rose of triumphant brow, most briskly juvenile, and elk most lovely truth, as truest horse, and yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninus' tomb.
No. At Ninus' tomb. Man, why must you not speak that yet? That you answer to Pyramus, and you speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
As true as horse, that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange, we are haunted. Fly, masters, pray, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound. I'll neigh and bark and grunt and roar and boom, like horse and hound and hog and bear. Fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard.
O bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Oh, bless thee, Bob, bless thee. Thou art translated.
Ha! I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will make a great noise that they shall see I am not afraid. I don't want to set the world on fire.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, speak again. My ear is much enamored of thy voice, so is my eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me. On the first view I say, I swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. Well, and yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can jest upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this mire, I'd have enough to serve mine own in turn.
Out of this mire do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer thou tend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give these cultists to attend on thee, and thou shalt fetch these jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers doth sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that shall like a airy spirit go. Peas bottom, moth, mustard seed.
Ready.
And I.
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol at his eyes. Feed him apricots and dewberries with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan those moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Freezy Blossom.
I pray you, commend me to your mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father. Good Master Peaseblossom, I shall desire of you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you.
Mustard seed.
I desire you more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps with every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awakened. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love, near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was sleeping in her dull and sleeping hour. A crew of patches, rude mechanicals, at work for bread upon 3 state stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. the shallowest thick skin of the barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him at his advantage take as sheep squatches know, I fixed upon his head. Anon, this be must be answered. Forth my mimic comes, when they him spy, so at his sight away his fellows fly, and at it our stamp, here over and over one falls, here murder cries and help from free states calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with fears this strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars, thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, and yield as all things catch. I lead on this distracted fear, unless sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment so it came to pass, Titania waited straight away, loved her ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Free State's lover's eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. The Free State's wood by his side, that when he walked afore she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is that same Free State's man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that love you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being over shoes in blood, plunged in the deep, and kill me too, it cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murdered look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou not give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of a maiden's patience. Thou hast slain him, then? Henceforth never be numbered among men. Oh, tell true, even for my sake. Hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch!
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce fane. Here, therefore, a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the mire go swifter than the wind, and Helena of the Free States look thou find. All fancy sick is she, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she to appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than an arrow from a compound bow.
flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her remedy.
Captain of our cultist band, Helena is here at hand, and youth mistook by me pleasing for a lover's fee. Shall we the fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Mute. Oberon.
Stand aside. The noise thy make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. That needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me that perform preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more, when truth kills truth. O devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's, will you give o'er? Weigh oath and oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put into scales will even weigh, and both light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my wind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves you not.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine! To what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripe and show they lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow, that pure congealed white, high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou holdest up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this deal of bliss.
Oh, spite. Oh, hell. I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me this much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and superpraise my parts, when I'm sure you hate me with your heart. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena? A trim exploit, a manly enterprise to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin, and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all good will, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers, mate, waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guestwise sojourned, and now to Helena it is home returned, there to remain.
Helena, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think, it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery orbs and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so.
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo, she is one of the Confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with these men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul and tender me forsooth, affection? But by your setting on, by your consent? What though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere, counterfeit, and sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well. It's partly my own fault, which death or absence shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena!
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear by that which will lose for thee to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Away, you rat!
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou putrid flesh, thou burr, thou vile tick. Let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why have you grown so rude? What changes this, sweet love?
Thy love! Out, slimy snallygaster! Out!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth. And so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I shall not harm her so.
What, can you do greater harm than hate? hate me. Wherefore I me? What news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, and since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, gods forbid, inert shall I say.
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, be of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love! What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Oh, fine. In faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare to our statures. She hath urged her height. With her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted Foshnot pole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can't reach into thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower? Hark again.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that and love unto Demetrius. I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. But he hath tried to kill me too, and now, so you will let me quiet go to Free State's territory, while I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and fond I am.
Why, get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little? Again? Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me this? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you peanut, you minimus of hindering, not grass maid, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf, that scorns your services. Let her alone, speak not of Helena, take not her part, for if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest, to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek and jowl.
You, mistress, all of this turmoil is because of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Free State's garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I should have anointed a Free State's eyes. And so far I am glad it so did sort, as a jangling I esteem a sport.
Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor has this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to the Free State shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whiles I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her settler boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be at peace.
Up and down, I shall lead them up and down. I am fair in field and town, goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again, thou runaway. Art thou fled? Speak! Where dost thou hide thy head?
Bragging the stars, telling the bushes thou lookest for wars. Come, thou child, I'll whip the rod he is defiled. Draws a sword on thee.
Yeah? Art thou there?
Follow my, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen and here will rest me.
Coward, why miss not?
By for well I know thou runst before me, shifting every place, and dare not stand look me in the face. Where art thou now?
I am here.
Nay then, thou shalt buy his dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night. Abate thy hour. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Free States by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me away from mine own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew, and torn with the briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no peace with my desires. Here will I rest my head till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground sleep sound, and apply to your eye gentle leather remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man should take his own, and you waking shall be known. Jack shall have Jill, and naught shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy enamel cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears with gentle joy.
Where is Peas Blossom? Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Monsieur Peas Blossom. Good Monsieur, get you your weapons in your hands and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. Oh, and good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag, but do not fret yourself too much in the action, Monsieur. And oh, good Monsieur, have a care that the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bat, signore. Where is Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your fist, good Monsieur Mustard Seed. Pray you, leave your courtesy, good Monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing, good Monsignor. Oh, well, but to help cavalry, Peas Blossom, a scratch. I am marvelously hairy about the face, methinks, and I am such a tender ass if my hair do but tickle me, and, well, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
Ooh, I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Well, truly a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay. Sweet hay hath no fellow.
I have an adventurous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an explosion of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee. Oh, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did unbraid her and fall out with her. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I did then ask of her her settler child, which straight she gave me. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And, gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this theatre company swain. But first, I will release the cultist queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon! What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, my eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call.
Music, oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes, peep.
Sound, music. Come, my queen. Take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus's house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Mothman cultist king, attend and mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Wait! Wait. Everyone? Stop the show! Stop the show!
Wait, what?
Hey, wait a second.
Stop the show.
You can't just stop the show. What's happening? What are you all doing here?
I'm sorry. I just couldn't keep quiet anymore. Look. This doesn't seem right. Like, this is dumb. She's just gonna take Oberon's crap?
This is madness.
But seriously, why would Titania accept Oberon just poisoning her and running off with her kid?
Actually, yeah, I don't like the way Demetrius and Lysander are puffing out their chests and acting like Hermania and Helena owe them something.
Well, I didn't write this thing.
Well, none of these people would get away with this in the Wasteland. And as one of the 2 delegates of the actual Free States militia to this theater company, I object to the entire premise that the Free States would have an oppressive law governing marriage. The Free States are basically anarchists, so none of this would actually happen. If some duke or self-aggrandizing father would attempt to create laws like this, he'd be swiftly dispatched.
They are a bunch of food builds, honestly. And why didn't we rocket tower Aegeus's house when we ran away?
Right to the moon.
What do you all want me to do?
I mean, you're the director. Change it. Give it some, I don't know, wasteland justice.
Yeah, agreed. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna make an ass out of a queen of the wasteland. Light the script up,
real.
Monsieur Director.
All right. Get me a desk. There we go. That should do it. Okay. Let me write a note here. And just scratch this.
Crappy desk.
No, don't comment on
Pretty
my
rusty.
desk.
It is a little rusty.
Hippolyta.
What happened to all the paint?
I'm working here. Hippolyta needs to take charge here in the script on page 79, and I'll just scratch over here a little bit, and just over here. All right, everybody, gather around. So, recognizing that Oberon's tomfoolery wouldn't go unchallenged in the Wasteland, also recognizing that Hermia and Helena wouldn't accept a future with a Lysander and Demetrius that treat them like objects, and further recognizing that Hippolyta wouldn't let go of the fact that she was a war prize, I suggest the following. So, Titania knew all along that Oberon was going to poison her and make her fall in love with an ass so he could steal her child. That's not going to happen in the Wasteland, so she seeks revenge, but not before telling Helena and Hermia that a life with Lysander and Demetrius would be one that I'll just put over here, and your role is going to be this, and you especially take this, and you all, those are your parts, and thus exacting true Wasteland justice in the end. How's that?
That works.
Roger that. Seems a lot more wastelandy to me.
That.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Well, I'll just remove this desk. Everybody, take your positions again. Let's start from Oberon's Then My Queen in Silent Sad. So take your original positions. And action.
Then, my queen, in silent sad, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Shall along. From here we shall diverge from Oberon's scheme. He who thinks him more clever than the queen. I am the ears and eyes of the forest. Where are my sparrows? Peas Blossom, come. Go about and whisper in the ears of the ladies as they sleep. Invoke to their dreams the insults given unto them by their lovers. Remind unto them of all the vows that ever men have broke. Yes, in number more than ever woman spoke. No lady shall prostrate themselves as a dog at the feet of men, nor as mere property, chattel, love, dog, father, or law prepared by men. And no king shall evermore make an ass of the queen. And I too whisper in the ear of bold Hippolyta that she shall no more injury endure. Well, let's get ready. The wine will flow red, and the music will play loud, and we'll put this mess behind us.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. And this, Lysander. And this Demetrius is, and this Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and hearing our intent, came here in the grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns.
Wow.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate, and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half asleep, half waking. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Free State's territory where we might, without the peril of Free State's law, get married, and then we were going to do it.
Yes, quite.
Enough, enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent, she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helena told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I, in fury, hither followed them. Fair Helena, in fancy, following me. But, my good lord, I know not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow. The object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be joined. Away with us to Free State's territory. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye when everything seems doubled.
So methinks.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep and dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him? Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
I can't recount our strange dreams, Hermia, but I recall a whisper.
A whisper that spoke true. How low felt I that our sisterhood be torn from us by men who loved us not.
For whom I pledged to be a hound. To be beaten for love is not love at all.
We are not fools, Helena. Our future with these men will only be branded with mockery.
Come, Spaniel, hither!
With fire we unbrand ourselves.
With fire. And I shall do thee mischief in the mire.
Jack shall have Jill, naught shall have ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is, most fair Pyramus, hi-ho, Peter Quince, Flute, the bellows mender, Snout the tinker, Starveling. I've had a most rare vision. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. No man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had, but man is not but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream. Yes, Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of the play, before the Duke.
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, what these lovers speak of."
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. And, as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed a bear.
But all the whispers of the night told over, and all the minds transfigured so together, I too witnesseth whispers, and fancies images, that grows to something of great constancy, but, howsoever, strange and admirable. Your Grace, I feel I've been remiss in my duties. I've given you meat and wine and music, but I haven't shown you the respect you deserve. My king is married, and I owe him a wedding gift.
Forget all we've done here. I swear it by the old gods and you. We will take no vengeance.
You wooed me with thy sword, my hand, but not my doing me great. I will wed thee in another key. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
Aegeus my father has been shown by my sword that free state's law shall no more give him right to my body nor my soul.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age? Where the usual manner of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not the sort for a ceremony. A tedious brief scene of your Pyramus and his love Thisbe's very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. What are they that do play it?
My lady, hard-handed men of the Wasteland Theatre Company have toiled their unbirthed memories with this same play, against your nuptials.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, lady, no, my noble lady, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
My lord, my lady, if we offend, it is with our good will. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you. Our true intent is, all for your delight we are not here, that you should here repent ye. The actors are at hand, but by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not the stop. A good moral. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next? I wonder if the Deathclaw be to speak.
No wonder, my lady. One Deathclaw may, when many asses do.
Mute.
In this same interlude it both befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a cranny hole or chink through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper often very secretly. This loom, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I, and that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night, with you so black! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And now, oh wall, oh sweet, lovely wall, that standest between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? What? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall! Through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for this deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, my lady, no, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I'm to spy her through that wall over there. You shall see. It will fall pat as I told her. Yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and thee. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander am trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall my part, discharged so, and being done, this wall away doth go.
Now the mural is down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lady. When walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff I ever heard.
Well, the best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse. Imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a deathclaw.
You ladies whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here when Deathclaw rough in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one snug dejoiner, am a Deathclaw fell, nor else no Deathclaw dam. For if I should as Deathclaw come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
This pit boy doth the haunted moon present.
He should have worn the horn on his head.
This pit boy doth the haunted moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the pit boy.
This is old Nina's tomb. Where is my love?
Aurora! Ninus's tomb.
Well roared, Deathclaw.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, Moon. Truly, the moon shines with a good grace. Well moused, Deathclaw.
And so the Deathclaw vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny face. For thy sunny beam, I thank thee, moon, for shining not so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take the truest of Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite! What mark, poor knight? What dreadful sorrow is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Ah, dear, thy mantle good, what, stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! Oh, fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum! Quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
This passion, and the death of a dear friend, would go near to make a man look sad.
Oh, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, Wherefore, nature, didst thou Deathclaw's frame? Since Deathclaw vile hath here deflowered, my dear, which is, no, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, out sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus, I that laughed pap where heart doth hop. Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now, die.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet recover, and prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
She has spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Asleep, my love? Oh, what, dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise! Speak, quite dumb. Dead, a tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, this yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan. My eyes are green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore, since you have shore with shears his threads of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, thrusty sword, come, blane and stain my breast with blood. And farewell, friends, thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Deathclaw are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall, too.
No, I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Hey, will it please you to see the epilogue, or maybe hear a dance or two between some of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly, and very notably, discharged. But let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Ladies, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have overwatched the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and new jollity.
the midst of this jollity, my lord too shall meet his fate. He who made me love of an ass and stole away my beloved child, he who committeth his crime against me, shall not go unpunished. Oh, anon, he comes.
Titania, a strange turn of events. These mortals be fools. Now until the break of day, through this house each cultist spray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, ever shall be fortune 8. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
The heavens themselves brace forth with the death of princes. Be thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Never again shall he make an ass of me. Ill by moonlight, proud Oberon.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. For in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. And, as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
And so we had a play. I thank you all for coming out tonight for our production. Very special thanks to our cast and crew who gave countless hours of their time for this show. Of course, a special thanks to Dutch Walker and Fallout 5 Productions. I do hope you take a moment again to make a donation to the Fallout for Hope charity drive to help children in need. The link is in your Pip-Bo, and I do hope you donate generously. And from what I understand, we have met our goals tonight. But of course, since this is a charity drive, I must urge you all to keep the donations coming in. Lastly, I want to thank our audience for sticking with us throughout this entire production. Your patronage for the arts in post-apocalyptic Appalachia is why we do what we do. I bid you all a good night, and thank you all again.
Oh, fantastic.
Bravo.
Thank you.
People, bravo.
This is a reminder that auditions for A Midsummer Night's Dream are after school next week Wednesday. You have until Tuesday to sign up with Mr. Miller.
have to read this. Fine. I have the honor of introducing your host, Dutch Walker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Oh, thank you, please. Oh, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Please. Good evening, Appalachians. I want to welcome you to Watoga Cinema Studio B tonight. Unlike our sometimes, boisterous, rambunctious, and uncouth performances, we wanted to take a moment tonight to speak to you frankly about a very serious subject: childhood cancer. To speak to you more, it is my privilege to introduce Commander Connor Johns of the New Responders. Commander, are you hearing me okay? Are you there?
Yes, I've got you. Thank you, Dutch. I appreciate the stage time. Wastelanders, Appalachians, and those of you tuning in on your Pip-Boys tonight, we'd like to welcome you as we gather to watch the Wasteland Theatre Company put on Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, one of my favorites.
I know the cast and crew have worked tirelessly over the last few months to build the sets, produce the script, conduct rehearsals, and so much more. Tonight, however, we also gather for a very important cause:
to raise awareness and funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude is a pediatric treatment and research facility which focuses on children's catastrophic diseases, such as leukemia and other cancers.
The hospital costs about $1.7 million per day to run.
But patients, they're charged nothing for their care. This miracle for the children and their parents is made possible by donations from all of us. By not having to worry about treatment costs, parents can focus on their children and the kids get world-class care. Folks, I'd like you to meet Marina and her parents, one of many helped by St. Jude.
She's like a little ham. She's just constantly singing and dancing with her siblings. She's, well ahead for her age in terms of vocabulary and counting and learning to read. She's just really, really smart. She'll tell you how she feels. She's always laughing. My daughter is Marina, and she's 2 years old. Marina has a rare form of children's eye cancer, retinoblastoma. We noticed in her pupil, there was a whiteness to it, like a white pupil in the eye. We'd catch it with our smartphones or in the glimmer of the sunlight sometimes. And so we decided to take her to her doctor. Her doctor sent us to a specialist, and then the specialist sent us to St. Jude. In the beginning, I didn't want to say she has cancer, because no. I just didn't even want to, give it a name. Within the first couple weeks of us getting here, I was just so scared. I think the reality of what was happening within our family just hit me, and it kind of hit me all at once. And Marina's doctor, they came in and they took Marina out of the room. I had started to cry, and I was just so scared, filled with fear. And her doctor came in, Dr. Brennan came in, and just didn't even say anything, sat down beside me, and hugged me and held me while I was literally sobbing. And she just said, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're here to help her. She's fine. We're gonna be okay, and we're not going anywhere, and we're here to support you and your family and Marina." And in that moment, I just kind of focused on not the fear, but her healing, her health, and just moving forward and being the strength that she needed.
Are you going to the park?
Yeah.
You're going to swing?
Yeah.
This place has been such a blessing for us. As crazy as it sounds. I'm so thankful for this because it's brought our family closer, I feel like. To know that we can come here and we can just solely focus on our daughter's health and healing. All we have to do is focus on taking care of her and helping her heal.
We ask as you watch the play tonight that you consider giving generously to help the kids and families of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's time to respond.
Quite a young lady there. Commander, thank you for your words tonight. We are privileged tonight to broadcast the show to you with the hopes of helping to raise funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and the Fallout for Hope campaign. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy A Midsummer Night's Dream by the Wasteland Theatre Company.
This is a reminder that auditions for A Midsummer Night's Dream are after school next week Wednesday. You have until Tuesday to sign up with Mr. Miller. This is a reminder that auditions for A Midsummer Night's Dream are after school next week Wednesday. You have until Tuesday to sign up with Mr. Miller.
Wastelanders and Appalachians, we are extremely honored to announce that our next play, A Midsummer Night's Dream, will be streamed live for the Fallout for Hope charity drive to benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We sincerely hope that you will tune in and donate generously to benefit this great cause. So mark your calendars for October 15th, 2020 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, live only on twitter.tv/FalloutFIVE0. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Dale Driver and I was lucky enough to play the role of Moth in the Wasteland Theatre's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. It was a small role, only one scene and 2 lines, but a perfect taste for my experience as a documentary filmmaker as I was exploring the strange things going on in Fallout 76. I've got to say I was surprisingly nervous for this. Not at all like I was expecting, to be honest, but the entire cast and crew were not only lovely, but they were also extremely helpful for a Fallout 76 beginner like me. Northern Harvest was particularly fantastic, big shout out to him, even doing a private rehearsal with me to ease my fears and to consistently remind me that the whole thing was ultimately just for fun. My documentary is now complete, and if you're listening to this after October 22nd, 2022, then it's on YouTube right now. It's called The Weird and Wonderful Fans Still Playing Fallout 76. I hope you can all check it out. You'll get a behind the scenes glimpse of how this production all came together, including my initial audition, which was a lot of fun. And that just leaves me to wish nothing but the best for everyone involved with this clever and passionate production. I can't wait to see what you guys do in the future. Good luck.
Hey, this is Pandora Beatrix. I just wanted to, thank the Wasteland Theatre Company and Northern Harvest for letting me be a part of this. It was great, and I had no Shakespeare, no live scripted performance experience whatsoever. But you know, I was just welcomed in and given a role, and the whole thing has been really great. Because it really does have the feel, you know, of the theater process of rehearsals and figuring out, you know, how you want to emphasize your lines and the timing and the blocking and, you know, all of the tech stuff. And it's fascinating, and it gave me a whole ton of confidence that I went out and auditioned for a community theater thing, and I got a role, and so I'm in rehearsals for that now too. So really. And the whole experience, you know, it's different, right? Because there's things in it that just aren't true of normal theater, like people getting disconnected or audio glitches or griefers, you know, tends not to happen. But also good things, like during the actual performance, you know, being able to, when I was backstage, be in the Twitch chat, you know, talking with the audience about things that were happening on stage. Like, that's cool, right? And God, just meeting all the people and, you know, being able to really, you know, to interact with them in real time, right? Because like doing audio drama stuff, you know, it's all remote recording, and we don't do live direction. We just send in our lines. So it's great to be able to, you know, actually play off of people that way, which is kind of what Fallout 76 was supposed to be all about, right?
You know, honestly speaking, I thought the play went pretty well, especially my part went pretty damn well for me. So, you know, it was nice having Dave there. You know, everyone involved did a really great job, and that's pretty much my input to it. You know, I'd really love to do that again when we do have time again to do that.
This is Lucy with the Fallout 5.0 New Responders. This is my third time being involved in a play with the Wasteland Theatre Company. This time I played Nick Bottom, also Pyramus, the play within a play, and Philostrate. And as with the previous times that I've been involved with the theater, it has been an absolute pleasure. It's an incredible experience to take a moment and kind of appreciate the arts in a way that I feel is very unique and stems from a place of just pure enjoyment from the players to the game itself. And I'm just absolutely tickled to have been a part of this for the third time in a row, and I look forward to future ventures.
Hi, this is Jessica Dickey, aka Gamer Girl FSM, aka Helena. So after the play, I was reflecting, and it struck me that we're not just performing this for an audience on Twitch or an in-game audience. We're performing these plays for the over 400 years worth of actors, playwrights, and Shakespeare enthusiasts that have fallen in love with the plays just like we have. So I think it's just an honor to be part of that history and to be part of the ongoing history of hopefully the generation after us becoming enthralled with and passionate about these plays as well, and figuring out how they make them their own and what kind of spin they can put on them to make Shakespeare relevant from now until the end of time.
Yep. So what I think I will do for this
very slow or a very short teaser. So the idea I had was to use for this teaser. We'll do something more in depth as the show gets closer, but the recording of what we got in Watoga that night, which we already have. But I was going to have basically a montage of the shows that you've already put on, or that we've already put on, sort of, both the actual theatrical performance happening, but also the promos to kind of give kind of that cinematic look to it. So basically the over speech will be, you've seen Wasteland Theater and XYZ, and we'll list kind of the things that you've done. And then at the end, the screen will kind of go dark, and then you'll start seeing the pans of Watoga Cinema and the school, and then the principal will come over the loudspeaker. And as he starts announcing Midsummer's Night, then I will phase into shots of this stage, but not direct. Like I don't want them to see the entire stage yet, but it's going to be like, I'm going to pan from the moon. I'm going to have you turn the moon on here in a second.
Oh, moon.
That's right. Oh, moon. Does that sound okay to you? Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, feel free. It's your baby for sure, as far as like. All right, so I'm going to have you turn the moon off. Let me double check that I am recording everything. Yes, I am. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to touch his supply. Or yeah. All right, here we go. As I pan back, I'll cue you to flip the moon, okay? And action. There we go. Keep rolling. Good. All right, turn the moon off again. And yeah. All right, this is a second cut, and turn the moon on. Perfect. Shot 1 and 2. That's going to be, man, the mist coming through this is looking, okay, there we go. All right, let's see. What do we think would be yes? So I'm going to get a close-up of pretty much some of the main staging here, but not a full view. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Out front here? Yes, okay. Yeah, let me shut this door here. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. Yep. Let me turn my light off. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, one more second here. Go in again. I'm so close as I pan by. People that know will know what this is, but the letters are just phasing across the screen. So it's like super close at first, and you see A with the top of the M and the top of the I and the D, and then it phases back, and you can start to see the MIDS, and then it goes back even further, and then we have Night's Dream. Yeah, oh man, yeah, I'm excited to make this one. All right, okay, got that. Yeah, I feel like all I do is blow smoke up your rear end, but you deserve it. Every place that you pick has such ambiance to it. I use that in our tweet. Oh, wait, stay right there. Stay up there. It's okay. That was good. That was good. Yes, it looks, and all you see is a silhouette. It's super bright. It's perfect, and it would make a great, just a picture, like a poster. Scoot a little bit to your left so your foot's not hanging off the edge. Right there. Yep, that's good. Yeah. Okay, let me give it a little camera roll.
Tilt your head a little to the side.
Yeah, tilt the head to the side.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna take a few of these. This is a promo poster if I've ever seen one. Okay, right here. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Let's see. Let's see. I almost want just the moonlight lighting the stage for right now, because I feel like, yeah, when it really pops open, it's almost like the theater is waiting to be inhabited, you know? Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that will be... It just sucks that they can't, you know, you figure with today's modern technology. It's really bad there, Eric. I don't understand it. Somebody should do something about that. Use some of your collateral now in the Wasteland. Just a second, taking a bunch of cool panoramics here. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, wow. Now, I am just floored at the images that are... It's just so tough to know which ones to get. Yeah, I want to get them all. Yep. Yeah, it is funny. Yep. That was right in my shot. That was perfect. You need some help out there, Smalls. You okay? It was probably one of those little sacks, those floating sacks. I forgot what they're called. It sounds like he's shooting his flames at you. Yeah. Strike a yeah. Let me get you to stand. Yeah. Yeah. Can you stand in that doorway between the two red things back there? Yeah. Yeah. Just come on up. Yeah. Do that. Yeah. Just keep walking up. Go ahead and walk up now. Towards the, yeah. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Hold. Okay. Good, good. That's perfect. Okay. And then let me get up top here. And yes. Okay. Hope so. Okay, good. Oh, the audience view is epic. Good muscles, babe. Good muscles. You got it. Sorry, my daughter's right here. Fascinated. Okay. Depth of field off on this. Okay. Let me get down just a couple more shots. Get the... Yep. Okay. All right. I think I've got enough for the teaser, for sure. Let me just get a look here. Okay. All right. I know what I want. if you can get ready to turn the moon off again. So what I'm going to do is the extreme pan. I'll cue it, and as soon as that moon goes off, the screen will cut to black and announce the... All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, cut. Okay. And let's do that again. I'm going to do the opposite just in case I want it to run. Okay, here we go, and I'll cue you to turn it on. And on. Good. Keep holding that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with it. It might look better going into the moon and then the moon cutting off and going to black, I think, because of the extreme close-up of it. Okay, let me get in here. All right, on my mark, cut it off. And 3, oops, that's not, let me make sure. 3, 2, whoops, give me 1 second, 1 second. I'm running into something here with the camera. They need to just free up our camera completely here if they could, untether that thing. All right, 1 second, get rid of my character. Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, cut it off. And then turn it back on one more time. Yep, I'm going to be real close in here. 2, 1, cut it off. Oh yeah, that's the shot. That's the shot. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to shut the stream down.